So Manu, what has your journey been like as an artist, and what impact has it had on your life?
Well, I would say that the journey has been a pretty exciting one. I think anytime a person, especially a woman, chooses to take an entrepreneurial way into their career, there can be a lot of exciting highs as well as a lot of challenges, a lot of peaks and valleys. So I would say that the way that it's impacted me the most is to remember that no matter what you want to do in life, that hard work and perseverance is really something that is strongly required, and that it's very important to stay true to what you want to do. And that's really the way that it's impacted.
So you talked about how it was being challenging being a woman in this particular career. Can you elaborate a little bit further on that?
Sure. Well, I think, as unfortunately with a lot of areas, a lot of industries, it is oftentimes dominated by men. So I think that mostly when I reflected upon that question, I would have to say that the challenge for me has been to remind myself to remain assertive, that it's really okay. This is, speaking to all the young girls in the audience especially, that it's important to remember that it's okay to assert yourself, that it's okay to follow your passion, to follow what it is that you want to do in life and not shy away. Because I think oftentimes we're concerned that that's going to come across as disrespectful. So, certainly there's been instances of sexism, instances such as that, but certain assumptions that are put on you as a woman, what your role should be. But I've just tried to reflect on remaining true to myself.
That's the way that it has to be. So I guess, obviously as other professions grow in their career, how do you think that you have evolved as an artist?
That's a great question. I think that it's always been important to me with art to be able to paint the representation of a woman that hasn't often been done. So I would say that I'm starting to take more risks, starting to do more personal work, and that oftentimes, and especially in representational art and in figurative painting, it was often told from the view of the male gaze of the woman, and the woman was often there for his view. Whereas I'm very excited to embark on some new work that I'm doing this year that really puts the woman at the forefront and tells her story.
So I guess our final question would be, what have you found to be your greatest source of inspiration?
I would say that my greatest source of inspiration has been the people who've come before me, really, the past masters, and also my mother, because I think that oftentimes women, especially women who grew up in the 1940s and 1950s, it was very difficult for them. So and there's so many women as I look out in the audience that I have known my whole life, who were really the pioneers that found their professions and found their careers at a time when it wasn't offered to women. So I applaud them, and I found a lot of encouragement from my mom.
Absolutely, sounds amazing. Sounds like you've had an amazing journey, and we continue to wish you the best of luck, always. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.